TESOL versus CELTA. What actually matters for online teaching? If you've been researching teaching online, you've probably come across these three terms that seem confusing and sometimes even intimidating. TEFL, TESOL, CELTA. And maybe you've thought, what's the difference? Do I need all three? Is one better than the others? Am I underqualified with the right one? Maybe you've had some of these thoughts, right? So today I'm going to calmly break this down into simple terms and explain what actually matters for online teaching in 2026. So no pressure, no hype, just clarity. And stick along till right to the end because I've got something really exciting to share with you guys. So you don't want to miss that. And I'll share that right at the end. Let's start with the definitions because half the confusion comes from the terminology. So TEFL stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. This usually refers to teaching English to students in countries where English is not the main language. Most online English teaching platforms fall into this category. TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. This term is often used more broadly. It can include teaching English in English-speaking countries. It can include immigrants, refugees, or even international students. In practice, for online teaching, TEFL and TESOL are often used interchangeably by platforms. Now let's talk about CELTA. CELTA stands for Certificate in English Language Teaching to Adults, and it's awarded by Cambridge. It is more intensive. It usually includes observed teaching practices and is widely recognized internationally. Already, you can see that these three are not all equal in stature and in structure and in intensity. Now, here's the big question. Which one actually matters for teaching English online? For most online ESL platforms in 2026, what matters most is a recognized certificate, around about 120 hours, basic teaching methodology, clear communication skills, and confidence on camera. Most platforms do not specifically require you to have a CELTA. Most platforms do not strongly distinguish between TEFL and TESOL either. They simply want proof of teacher training. So let's break this down a little bit further. If you want to teach English online to adults or to children through platforms, a standard 120-hour TEFL or TESOL certificate is usually sufficient. Many platforms list TESOL, TEFL required, together as a combined requirement, meaning either one of those are acceptable. In other words, they are not differentiating deeply between the two of them. So for online teaching, TEFL and TESOL function almost exactly the same in practical terms. Now let's talk about CELTA. CELTA is more academically rigorous. It usually involves observed teaching practice, real students, written assignments, intensive coursework, and a fixed schedule. It is widely respected, especially for in-person teaching roles and formal language schools. Okay, that's when you're going to really need it. If you want to teach in language schools abroad, if you want to teach in universities or formal institutions, CELTA can open doors for you. But here's the important part. CELTA is not required for most online English teaching platforms. It is also significantly more expensive and time intensive. So for someone who simply wants to teach English online part-time or full-time through platforms, CELTA is often more than necessary. Okay. Now, let's talk practically. If your goal is teaching adults online, teaching conversational English, working through marketplaces like Preply, Amazing Talker, italki, teaching children online, building a freelance online business, a recognized 120-hour TEFL or TESOL certificate is usually enough. What matters more than the name on the certificate is your teaching skills, your lesson structure, your energy, your professionalism, your reliability. I've seen teachers with simple online TEFL certificates succeed beautifully online. And I've seen teachers with advanced certificates struggle because they lack the confidence or they lack the practical online skills. Now, let's clear up a myth. Some people believe that TESOL is better than TEFL. In reality, the difference is often just the branding. Some providers use TEFL, some providers use TESOL, and some combine the terms. For online teaching, employers usually treat them exactly the same. The bigger difference is between standard online TEFL and certificates, okay, and CELTA. Okay, so TEFL and TESOL together and CELTA. CELTA is more intensive, more formal, and more suited to academic or in-person environments. But again, it's not required for the majority of online ESL jobs. Now, let's look at cost and the return on investment. A standard 120-hour TEFL or TESOL certificate can often be completed online. It can be self-paced and it is affordable. CELTA typically requires a higher financial investment and it needs a structured time commitment. So ask yourself, what is my actual goal? Is your goal to teach English online confidently and start earning some money? Then you do not likely need a CELTA certificate. If your goal is a long-term academic ESL career, formal school employment, or teaching abroad in structured institutes, then CELTA may make sense to do that. There's nothing wrong with choosing a simpler TEFL if it matches your goals. More advanced does not automatically mean more suitable. Now, let me simplify things even further for you. If you are teaching English online in 2026, TEFL is usually sufficient. TESOL is usually sufficient. CELTA is often unnecessary unless you want formal institutions. So what matters more than the label is it recognized? Is it around 120 hours? Does it cover lesson planning and methodology? Does it prepare you to teach confidently? And that is what the platforms are looking for. And remember, certificates are tools. They are not magic tickets to get in a job. They support your skills, but they do not replace practice, preparation, confidence, and consistency. If you are still unsure which path fits you best, go back to your goals. Are you teaching online casually? Are you building a business? Are you aiming for academic institutions abroad? Your goal determines your choice. And if you'd like support making this decision calmly and strategically, then I have got my Teach English with Kathy B monthly membership, where I help teachers navigate exactly this and so much more without confusion or overspending. You can see the link for it is in the description below. Plus, I'm going to put the link for the video where you can find out more information about that. So if you're struggling to find a job, you're struggling to do your CV, you're struggling to get your introduction video done, then joining the teacher membership is exactly what you need. Okay, I said to you, please watch to the end because I've got something really exciting for you. So here goes. If you have got this far and you comment below in the comment box, then I have got a free PDF for you. And it's so exciting because it's going to really bring all the videos that we've done in the last little bit and bring them all together. So I've created this TEFL Clarity Comparison Guide for you. Download it. So comment below, and I'm going to send you the details on how to get your hands on the TEFL Clarity Comparison Guide. Once I've sent it to you, download it, walk through the reflection questions, and then come back and comment your answers under this video, and I will read every single one. Okay, so to get your hands on this free download, don't forget to comment so that I am able to send it to you. Okay, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't liked and subscribed, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the future videos that are coming out. I will see you in the next video.